Why does everyone hate root beer? Let me kick you a situation. You go into your local Walmart, your local Walgreens, to Costco if you're one of those fancy guys that has to flash their library card every time they go into a store for some reason. You go into the drink aisle, the soft drink aisle. I don't know if that's an actual aisle, but I'm just guessing. You go into the drink aisle and you see these drinks, and your mom says, "Well, go pick one of the less expensive ones." You go to the off-brand ones. You see Dr. Bob and Mountain Shoutin', and then right next to it you see A&W. You know why? Because A&W root beer is cheap enough that they don't need an off-brand. That I know of. They can just have root beer and make it 79 cents for a 2-liter, and it's perfectly fine, and everyone enjoys it. Root beer is probably one of the most controversial drinks I've ever heard of. I'll literally be sitting at a restaurant, literally an A&W restaurant, and some waitress will be taking the order of the lady next to me, be like, "Hey, do you want a root beer?" She'll just backslap the waitress, call her some series of slurs, and walk out of the restaurant. That's how bad it is sometimes. Now, personally, I don't think it's that bad. I'll take it every once in a while. I don't really like it that much. It's a little too sweet. It's got a weird taste. But literally every other country besides America hates it. For example, I was looking this up. Apparently, people in Japan hate it. It is not common, and they say it tastes horrible. People in England hate it. Well, people in England are stupid, so that doesn't really help. They say it tastes like medicine. That's reasonable if your medicine tastes like soda. They say it tastes like toothpaste. What? They say it tastes like mouthwash. I don't even understand. But right here it actually says that one of the main ingredients in root beer is actually the wintergreen flavor. I didn't know that, so that's actually probably a reasonable complaint. But they do sell Carter's root beer in Europe, and probably like 2% of people buy it. I don't understand. I just don't know. And then some people love it. Some people like to sit down on their porch, have a root beer float, and just mind their own business. And then some people look at a root beer float, literally projectile vomit all over the local pub. Why don't French people like root beer? Shall we look on Quora? Yes, we shall. I'm not sure about France, but to people in the UK, root beer smells like a popular antiseptic cream called Germalin. What the frick is that? Well, I'm sorry that your antiseptic cream smells like a soda. Like, I wouldn't be complaining. The flavors of root beer and Dr. Pepper are widely used in medical products designed in the United States because kids are supposed to know and love the drinks. I seriously doubt that, because if you've ever been to the dentist and they give you those, like, dumb little, like, they're gonna clean your teeth and they give you that foamy, grimy, nasty stuff, and they're like, "Hey, pick a flavor. We have bubblegum, and we have one that tastes like Coca-Cola, and we have one that tastes like strawberries." And as like a 7-year-old, you go in there and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna choose bubblegum because that's probably gonna taste exactly like I'm chewing some big league chew." And you taste it and you literally are about to die because it tastes like horrendous. This is bullcrap. I do not believe that one bit. Why do British people not like root beer? Call us old-fashioned if you will. Root beer was literally established. When does Wikipedia say it was established? Hang on. Wikipedia says it was established. It was originally made from sassafras in 1875. That's kind of old-fashioned if you ask me. Is that when root beer was established? I don't know. Somewhere around there. And fashion. But the general tendency in the UK regarding soft drinks is that they should be pleasant tasting and refreshing. Okay, now you're just being rude. I haven't heard cough syrup. What is that sentence? But when I live in France, people would comment that it tastes like various products used at French dentists. Yeah, so that doesn't make sense. Why is root beer made with hecking the mouthwash stuff. That's so weird. Now, I did have root beer one time that was made with it was fermented with yeast. That was absolutely disgusting. That was not good. It tasted like beer, and I've never had beer, and it just was not good. This ad was back in 1894. How old-fashioned is that? Foam, I don't like the foam. If you like foam on top of your drinks, and you're like, oh yeah, just drink the drink and give me the foam, like, what is wrong with you? Like, honestly, nothing's wrong with you. It's non-alcoholic. Honestly, people would probably like it more if it was alcoholic. And if they made it alcoholic, then they could serve it in a lot more places. That's honestly something to think about. Caffeine free, again, if you added caffeine to it, people would actually have a reason to buy it. So it's not just sweet soda that doesn't give you anything that soda actually does. But what I don't understand is why does literally like every other place in the world hate it? I don't understand why. Is it just that it was like right here? It says that it's like they like it, they don't like it. It's so interesting. Like, I don't really like soda like that much. Like, I'm not a big soda drinker. Root beer's not horrible. It's not the best either. Like, I know some family members that like that's their favorite soda ever. Like, apparently Japanese people, it literally said, let me see if I can find the heckin' article. Let's see. Why do Japanese people hate root beer? Here it is. There are likely other factors at play in the widespread dislike of root beer in Japan. Perhaps its flavor doesn't mesh well with the standard cultural taste of the land. I don't understand that, like, it just doesn't... okay. But in a country that embraces natto, fermented beans which smell like a turd wrapped in a smelly sock, that seems unlikely. This seems like a bit of a biased article, if you ask me. But what I don't understand is why... I don't know. I just don't know why it's not as popular. But I say, if you were to make it alcoholic, add caffeine to the alcoholic root beer, and then just like add just anything else to make it literally addictive, it would sell a lot better and probably cater towards more people. But yeah, I'm not saying that I love it because it's not a very good drink. Like, it's not very good at all. But literally, it's just a controversial drink. Yeah, that's everything. Have a good day.